4 days ago. Huh. I got the comment part figured out though, I think.
That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, we're live.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Let's
And
see.
people can comment.
Uh, okay. So this is so it's playing back from the beginning, and I got so confused right now.
Yeah, man, it's letting me chat in the box.
Okay, sweet. Is is there a delay? That's what I want to know. How do you go? How do
There's
you
a
go live?
slight delay.
There's a slight delay.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah.
Feels like it's like 3 seconds.
Let me refresh this. Yeah, there is a slight delay. All right. Um, I'm still gonna have to go back and try to figure out why it's delaying so bad because that's a pretty bad delay.
Right
Um,
on.
but
But it does sound like in a worst case, we can at least.
still answer people's questions later.
Yeah.
I wonder if it has to do. My Wi-Fi says it's strong. So, I don't.
Yeah. Mine's 4 out of 5, but I'm in my new office and it doesn't have the best. I have fiber optic
I don't.
internet, but I'm going to get a booster.
I don't think it's yours because it's hosting from mine, so I don't know if that's the issue.
Yeah, that
Um,
makes sense.
um, we have one viewer. Well, maybe that's probably my screen, but we have something.
Yeah.
Let me see if I could. Oops. And then I guess you could add a broadcast. Some people here. That's kind of cool. But let's see. Let's do. When you went to comment, did you comment on the actual link?
I just went to YouTube on my phone, looked your name up, and then just hit the live and then typed it in.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Because, like, if I go here,
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
there we go. But yeah, I can type in there.
Trying to do that on mine. Maybe it's because it's actually mine. I can't watch it. Yeah, so when I went back to go research all this, YouTube had literally changed everything like back in October, and so
Right?
there were like tons of videos on how to go through this and fix it. And then after about like 2 hours of going through it, I feel like a zombie. I felt like I was watching the same thing over and over in a torture room.
Sounds like my everyday.
Yeah, I was to say your breaks, man. You're like, hey, another Justin Herbert,
That's all we do.
dude. Man, watching those last few breaks last week, I was like, Jesus, man, I need to get on this Chargers uh, handle, man.
Today was big if you had the Pelicans.
A lot of Zion's.
One guy hit 7 Zions in the break, but 2 were silver base that do like 200. And then he got a green that does like 150. Like, it was strong.
Oh, nice, man.
For $35, you got like 500, maybe a little more.
Wow. Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah, exactly. Especially, it seems like it's always the beginner's luck
Oh
that
yeah, for sure,
always comes in.
for
Uh,
sure.
so for tomorrow, do you want to talk about a few topics real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I was gonna say the first one what we were talking about earlier, the Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. LeBron getting hurt.
Yep.
LeBron.
When you do that, ask me about the MVP race.
Yeah, definitely.
Because with LeBron hurt, that should take him out of MVP.
Yeah, because I can't
And then it
imagine
becomes a question of
he's probably going to come back for like a week or two before the season, right?
Yep. And then LaMelo breaking his wrist, so now he's probably out of Rookie of the Year, realistically. So then that's going to shoot Anthony Edwards forward. It's going to shoot quickly forward, potentially Cole Anthony. Old skinny arms, whose name I can't pronounce.
The tall guy. Przinski, right?
Yeah, old skinny arms. Yeah, Przinski. He may be in the mix, so I don't think he'll get enough time. But it'll be interesting to see. I mean, Vegas still has LeBron as earlier. They had him as top 5 still for MVP, which is ridiculous if he's not playing.
Because essentially he's going to miss 30 games with the rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty sad for a high ankle sprain. I mean, okay. Yeah, I mean, Sammy Sosa once had a hangnail and missed 2 weeks, so I mean, I guess, you know.
Who was the Dodgers pitcher that always got the blister on the finger?
Oh God, yeah.
Rich Hill.
He'd be out for weeks. Like it was just like what?
Seriously.
I have a blister, and then there's dudes literally winning wrestling championships with 2 ACLs missing.
So we got Deshaun Watson. Should we do this in categories like basketball first?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right, so biggest news: LeBron or Deshaun Watson?
Most impactful, Deshaun Watson.
Okay.
I mean, LeBron being hurt, you know, it's going to shake things up in the West. Does it make it less likely that the Lakers can close out? Yeah, probably. I mean, I think they definitely become less likely to win the whole thing. The Nets become a little more scary coming out of the West.
Right.
You know, Blake Griffin had his first dunk in 2 years, which is also weird.
Yeah, especially when he's actually played in the last 2 years.
Yeah. We could also, since it's March, we could talk tournament time.
Okay.
Why are there all these upsets? And is it somewhat have something to do with... One second. Does it somewhat have something to do with... does it have something to do with the fact that we didn't see those kids all last year? So because of that, are we seeing, you know, some of these big upsets?
Right.
I don't know.
We'll talk about those. NFL, we have the Deshaun Watson news. I mean, the Patriot signings, I guess. We can talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, we can.
It's not really.
Anyone cares.
Elgin Baylor just passed away. We can talk about that.
Yeah, we can shout him out. You know, a little rip to the guy. If you wanted to pull some stats, like of why he mattered. I don't know a lot about him outside of he was a Celtic. What's the, more importantly, what's the why would you not topic for the week? And have you been doing cold showers?
I did a cold shower today, man. Every day.
How long?
Today was like 2 minutes. It was a little bit easier.
Are you doing warm water first and then turning it cold at the end, or are you jumping in and just straight cold like a gangster?
No, I jump in because I really am honestly, like, I am a water preserver. I preserve water.
Okay, sure.
Always 1 to 2 minute showers. I don't hop in like that.
So all cold?
All cold lately, yep.
All the way cold?
No, man, I'm being serious. Like, ever since, like, you called me out, like on, what was that, Tuesday or whatever, about the, hey man, where's my invite? Yeah. I've been on my shit. And
I like it.
Other areas of my life.
Are you seeing benefits?
Yeah, it woke me right up.
Hmm.
Yeah.
See, I like. I've been doing it twice a day
I don't.
because I'm starting to do it because I have to because I go hard late. But
Mhm.
like that kind of midday, like 4 to 7 o'clock area, if I start dragging ass at all, like I fully will jump in the cold shower and knock out like right. I do like 7 minute ones.
Yeah,
But like I do a 7 minute with some like breathing exercises, and it really, really like it starts my whole day over. It's like a reset.
there is something to it. I think it's. Do you know a guy named Adam Grant?
No.
Adam Grant's a big like a top performer. He writes a lot of books and stuff like that. But he talks about cold showers, actually letting the water hit your head, like what it does to your
Hmm.
brain and stuff, resets all
Yeah,
that.
it's like a dive response, right? Like it's like if you were to jump into a cold lake, like it sends you almost into shock.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Which I mean, I've even done that a few times where like if I don't have time for a cold shower, I'll fill a sink up with water, throw ice cubes in it, and just submerge my face in it, and just do that. Just dunk myself in the water.
It's like break in case of emergency. You just
Yeah,
like
yeah. I when I used to train, I trained at this boxing gym for a long time, and I would go so hard on workouts, and I was in such like so out of shape that I would black out. And I found like if I started getting tunnel vision and felt like I was going to black out, if I would pour ice cold water on my head, it would like reset everything, and I would come right back. Like it would keep me from blacking out, almost like if you were in like a jet doing like a hard G dive, like the way they do their hooking breaths,
oh yeah, yeah.
so they don't pass out. It was real weird because I passed out a couple times working out years ago, but it was after like an hour and a half of cardio straight, being 350 pounds. Like I mean, like they were killing me, you know.
That was gonna be my next question. That was during your time when you were losing weight?
Yeah, it was when I was really just out of shape and could barely walk stairs, and like they would put me on machine after machine after machine, then jump rope, then round of boxing, then and I would just there was times I would just fully black out. You
Oh
know,
wow.
I'd see tunnel vision and just fall out.
I think for tomorrow with the why would you not or why should you not um, segment, I think we should
Yeah.
just kind of keep that a little raw.
Okay.
That's up to us to come up with that one. Why should you not?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and we'll keep that raw. But each week we will do a rundown of certain topics, whether if it's news or card impact. But we'll do that.
Yeah. I know. Like today, I woke up and I don't know why. It just was a random thing I did. I grabbed a piece of paper and pencil and just wrote out 10 things I was grateful for.
Yeah,
Wasn't feeling any particular way. Just decided to do it.
that's always a great mindful tip. Get your day started on a positive note.
Yeah. I think that's for me why I do the cold showers in the morning too. It's like we talked about getting through something difficult early in the day makes almost everything else easier. You know, like I don't know. I think if you condition yourself enough to that, then on a long enough timeline, like nothing is going to be too difficult.
Right. I, one thing I think I'll talk about is do you give thanks to people? Give thanks to the people that are around you enough in your life. Like, do you tell them thank you? Do you tell them you're grateful for them? Like stuff like that. You know.
Yeah, I like that. I know myself. I find myself very much being in work mode all the time. So like those who do work for me, even I 100% take it for granted because it's almost at this point an expectation.
Right.
You know, and I expect everybody to. And that's I struggle with that a lot. I expect everyone to work as hard as I do,
Yeah.
and I don't understand. I don't understand not wanting to work 80 plus hours a week, and you know, like people talk about vacations and stuff. Like my buddies will send me photos, and I'm just like, that. I mean, that seems cool if that's your life. Like I'm a little different though.
Yeah. No. Exactly. And that's what's great though about everybody. You know, it's like everyone's minds work in different ways. Stuff like that. What they do.
Well, and it's just like, how do you measure happiness? You know, for me, if I was to take a whole day off, my happiness level would go down. Whereas I have a buddy that every single weekend now they take an RV trip, no matter what they have going on in their life. They pack him and his wife and kids, and they take an RV trip, and they may drive to Florida, they may drive to Cali, whatever, you know.
But that's what they enjoy.
That's their happiness. For them, that's a 10. For me, that would be miserable. Like for me, I would just be like, no.
You're like
Is there Wi-Fi? Like
you're trying to find a satellite feed. Hey guys, on this next break.
Yeah. Yeah, I would not enjoy that. But in the same breath, I mean, you know, nobody knows what the future holds in regards to the sports card market. You know, do I think it's around forever? Yeah, I really do. I mean, it's like what we talked about the other day. I don't think it's going away.
No.
But we could talk about, too, the recent PSA 10 Jordan rookie sales have pulled back from 750,000 to 430,000. So there's been a market correction of about 30%. Kobe stuff is down about 30% with the Hall of Fame induction coming. I actually think that's really good buys. If guys want to buy some Kobe stuff, you'll probably make money.
Right.
If you just hold. And 2021 football is getting ready to drop. I mean, Trevor Lawrence is coming. You know, I think it's going to be unbelievable. We can also talk about one product. National Treasures Football is coming out in the next month.
Okay.
They are on blowout cards right now, which is kind of the ultimate resource for what pricing should be. They came out at $5,000 a box.
What the heck?
So one box is 5 Gs. I can tell you that 3 years ago we sold the same product in the shop for $1,200, and I can tell you that my cost as a wholesale purchaser is $804 a box.
Before then or now?
Now, before it was actually $404. Now it's a little over $800.
So and sale it quadrupled, and then for you it doubled.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah. I mean, the reality is like we're going to pay $800 a box, and we can sell it for, in theory, $5,000 a box.
Wow.
In theory, or we'll wholesale it to other breakers, you know, for like $4,000 a box, and let them make their money, and then we just get away from it. It's just too high end for us. Plus, I don't want to destroy my room for $4K a box.
Oh, I got it. I see. Because you'll be kind of going away from your 35 because you would have to essentially charge more.
I mean, at 4K, 32 teams, we're talking literally $150.
You're not getting very much.
A spot, and then if you get a bad team, you just get wrecked. Plus, I don't want to take, and if you think about that, like that's 5 spots in a $35.
Yeah.
I would rather run 5 $35 and people can get involved than run one of those and then everybody's broke for the week.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. It'd be a much easier shipping scenario because it's literally like 6 cards. But I mean, the big rooms can handle it. The big rooms will be running full cases of the stuff for 20 Gs, you know. But my small room, like I don't have any interest in destroying people like that. I mean, again, we're very open about what we pay for the stuff. If I'm paying $800 and the market's $5,000, I'm just gonna move it elsewhere instead of wrecking dudes.
Right.
You know,
do you essentially sell to them more?
Do what?
Do you sell it to the breakers for more?
Not for more than 5,000. Because
no.
if the market's 5,000, do I sell it to the breakers for let's say 4,000, to where they can make $1,000 a box? Yeah, that seems fine. Everybody does good there. Everybody wins. They make their money, we make ours. But there's just no reason for me to put that kind of product in my room. I'd much rather be able to keep with our metric, which is 35, occasionally 99. Like we'll do some $99 a spot breaks, but then it's a ton of products. Like it's not one box.
Right.
Just think about one box of NT if it has 8 cards, with 6 being hits and 2 being base, let's just say. Only 6 people are getting anything.
Okay.
And you're spending that kind of money? That sounds terrible. Like for me, that stuff just, it doesn't make sense. I would much rather get in a break that has 12 of these, and if you get the Pelicans, you just win. and you're in for $35. Even if you get even if you get a team that sucks, you're in for $35.
Right.
Like, it just, to me, that makes so much more sense. But again, I mean, the guys that have big money want to fire big. I get it. Will I get in some football NT breaks with some of my buddy breakers? Probably. Like, I'll probably go take a shot and spend, $500. But it'll be just for fun. And anything I ever hit, we just give away in the room anyway. Like, I hit a Clyde Edwards-Helaire Panini 1 RPA the other day. We just put it in a break. If you landed on the Chiefs, you got it. Like, so, like, the breakers ship me the stuff I get, and I just put it back into my breaks. Like, I don't sell any of it or keep any of it. Like, I don't want it.
Yeah, that was the question I was asking. Do you sell any like PSA stuff on your end, like as you would in your card shop? Like if people want
Yes
to buy
and
cards
no. So we put them in our modern stacks, or I'll put them in vintage stacks, or if it's something really, really dumb expensive, then I'll just send it off to be consigned on eBay. Like, I don't do eBay for myself, and I won't sell it to individuals. Like, it's just, I don't want to even mess with it. I'd rather put it in my stacks. Like, even if it's like a $500 card, we can make that work. Where it gets tough is, like, say I grade a Koufax or a Clemente rookie and it comes back a 7 and it's 30 G's. Like, what am I going to do with it? Like, I'm going to send it to the eBay guy. Like, let him do it. Like,
right.
Like, if I need my plumbing fixed, I call the plumber. So if I need something high end sold on eBay, I call the eBay guy. That makes sense to me.
That's another thing I want to talk about tomorrow is consignment. Where can people go for consignment?
I mean, I can tell you, I specifically use 2 different ones. There's like 50 guys out there doing it, but the only 2 that I would put my stamp of approval on is Greg Morris cards for vintage raw being ungraded. He is one of the only people who actually takes raw vintage.
Vincent Morris.
And Greg Morris.
Greg Morris.
Yep. He's the biggest. He is the biggest vintage seller on eBay, I think, as far as raw. I mean, they have 40,000 cards listed a week usually.
Wow.
Yeah. And then for modern or graded vintage, you can use DC Sports 87.
DC Sports. I think I heard of them through Sports Card Nonsense.
Yep. DC Sports 87 is, to me, the best service that exists. It's owned by a guy named Zach Kamen. They do some days 100K in eBay sales a day.
Wow.
Like, maybe even more. I mean, they're doing 4 to 5 million a month now. So yeah,
not bad to get into.
He's huge. Like, he's crushing. But the thing is, like, he can literally, I don't have any singles next to me, but he can take this alleged card and sell it for me, and I will net more than if I did it myself, and I have no risk. I have no taxes. I have no lost in the mails. I have no buyers emailing me. I have nothing. I ship him the product, and he takes the headache. And I get more money than if I did it myself. Okay. Now, you might ask yourself, well, how can he do such a thing? Is he magical? No. He has a deal with eBay where he pays a little bit better rate so that he can charge cheaper than what it actually costs to even do eBay and still make himself a very nice living.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just go to the dude. You know what I mean? Like, why would you not? There's mine. Why would you not? Why would you not sell with the guy that's going to get you probably more money because he has better feedback, better exposure? People go to his stuff because they know him.
Yeah.
Again, like, if I'm buying a 30K card, I'm not buying it from a dude with 5 feedback on eBay. Like, I would buy it from that guy because I know he's going to ship it to me. And I also know if something happens, he's going to take care of me.
That's another topic I'll bring up tomorrow. Scammers.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're out there.
Oh,
they're out there.
I saw a guy put up a KD card today on. He had no idea what he was selling. It was a Beckett 9 KD rookie, selling for like $200. and he had 3 of them, and he sold 2. And I was like, I'd wrote to him privately, like, hey man, are you a scammer, or like, do you not know what you're doing? He was like, man, I had no idea how much these cards were. I bought these a few years ago, for super cheap, and I just put them up here, and 2 guys bought them right away. And I was like,
Yeah.
well, I was like, hey man, the card's like $500. You might want to up that price before you sell the last one. And,
Yeah.
and
That happens a lot.
I should have bought it, but I'm not a
I don't
KD
know.
guy.
Well, and what's character worth?
Exactly. Yep.
There's a difference between like, okay, those are 500, but he only wants 375 because he's willing to give you a discount and he just wants to move them. Then just like wrecking a dude for all the money just because like more than him, like that kind of sucks.
Yeah. I mean, if
And again, if you're buying a 50K deal from him, it's different. If you're buying one card though, like
yeah.
like when I buy big collections, like I pay like half eBay, but if I'm giving you $50,000 to $100,000, like I expect to make something on it.
Yeah, especially when you're buying a big lot.
Yeah, because also like by the time I sell it, hell, I mean things can go up, things can go down. I mean, look at Watson. What if you had a huge Watson PC right now where you've spent tons of money on him?
Yeah, I mean, you would be, especially like, you think the anticipation is this guy's going to get traded, and then now he has 10 pending women, giving him civil suits.
One other thing, one good tie-in I think with that would be Kareem Hunt when he played for the Chiefs. He was on video, which we don't know that there's not video of these allegations too, because it's hard saying what's actually in some of those massage rooms. But Kareem Hunt literally kicked a girl across the hallway after she allegedly said certain things.
Right.
And then he went back and stomped her one more time, and he ended up not only getting cut by the Chiefs, went to the Browns, had to sit for an entire year basically, missed out on a Super Bowl ring, took a huge cut in money, all because of one incident. If this is 10 incidents, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think at some point the NFL is going to have to act, especially right now with there being a big surge in Asian crimes and crimes against people of Asian descent. I don't think the NFL can sit on their hands for yet another domestic violence type item or sexual assault. Like, can they really just sit on their hands and be like, well, he's top 5, so it's okay? I don't know, man. Like, at certain points, where's the accountability? But then again, where did Jerry Jones's allegations go? Where's the videos of all that? Like, Jerry Jones literally was facing trafficking charges, and now he's just good? Like, whoa, what happened, guys?
Exactly. Well, the Ray Rice thing. Remember Ray Rice? I mean,
the Ray Rice thing was bad until you saw the video. Then it was horrific. It was like, holy cow! Like, how are you not in jail forever?
Yeah.
But then again, they said Jerry Jones was literally involved in trafficking women in for the Super Bowl, like trafficking them, selling them, profiting off of their services. And all of that's it's just over with now.
Yeah.
But that seems odd to me. But that's why also Deshaun may walk away from this thing 2 million light, but who cares? Like they're not going to do anything.
No.
But I do think he's, again, right now with the culture the way it is and things that are coming to light, especially against Asian people of that descent, I mean, Topps recently got themselves in trouble for creating a basically garbage pail kid of the BTS singers being beaten up. And they had to pull it real quick and not put it into production, because BTS, I don't know if you know what that is, but it's a band. But it's an Asian band, and it was them getting, like, beaten.
Oh, wow.
So whoever let that get to market, that was probably a bad idea right now. But, yeah. But it's just like, I think Deshaun may skirt this completely and nothing come of it if it stays civil. But if this goes criminal at all, I think they have to step in.
I mean, I think they should step in regardless.
It's just weird because, like, civil stuff in theory can't really affect your job, but it does for all other people who aren't professional athletes.
You know, if this was 2 years ago, I would say they probably won't. But like you said, with all the recent stuff, with
Yep.
what's happened with the the NBA putting their foot down and all this stuff, like I think the NFL, especially now with like Jay Z, like kind of at the top, I think they have to put their foot down with something. I mean, 10 women. I mean, allegations. Like I would at least suspend them with pay or something. I don't know,
Yep.
but
Where it gets weird too, though, is like it's 10 allegations. How many more times has it come forward where they haven't ever said anything? Like, how many more times has he done this and no one said a word?
yeah,
How many times has he written a check? Can you hold on 1 second?
yeah.
This is Ken.
Right, yeah, it's not a break, Stephanie, on that earlier, the appraisal.
Yes, sir.
I need to get one more picture, if you don't mind, of the area bedroom that you were occupying as your office. I didn't get a picture of that.
Okay.
They're gonna require that. Possibly be there.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay, I'll just pop over and take that picture.
Okay, thank you. But yeah, the whole reality is, again, in a world where you can get canceled for a sentence, how do you not get canceled for potentially assaulting people? And yeah, and again, that's how many's come forward so far. What if it ends up being 40?
Yeah.
I mean, again, like, at what point did we give up on Bill Cosby? Because for a minute, he was the pudding dude. And then he was the not pudding dude, he was the putting stuff in your drink dude.
Here's a funny thing too. Is like, I mean, not funny, but just like shock crazy. I remember like when Deshaun Watson was a rookie, he gave like all the Texans workers, all the people that worked for him, like he gave them like a check, and they like it like made his image like look good and all this
Yeah.
stuff. And now it's like last week when we talked Thursday, it was what, 4 women or 6 women, but now it's 10. It's unbelievable, man.
I mean, but honestly, the league, when it's not criminal, just doesn't really do anything. I mean, Ezekiel Elliott lifted the shirt of a 16-year-old and exposed her on a bus, like a party bus, and nothing came of that.
Right.
That got swept under the rug. Like, you can basically do anything if you're a pro athlete, unless it goes criminal. Which, again, are they just going to cut big checks and these women go away? Because I don't know if that. Because here's the other thing: you got to get them all to go away. Not just 9. They got to all say, "Okay, we'll take the check. See you later." I don't know. I know this. I wouldn't trade for him.
No, not. I mean,
That's the
how
more
can
important
you?
part. You can't. It's too big of a risk.
It's just like the Mets.
Yeah.
It's the same scenario. I wouldn't. I couldn't. I can't get past that like idea. Me being a Mets fan, I'm like, great. Like, get this idiot out of here. I don't want him anywhere near our team. And then Mickey Callaway comes out. It's like, at least baseball is doing something about it, not sweeping it under the rug. I mean, I know.
Yeah,
it's
and I think if this
organization.
was a baseball player, it would 100% be being treated different. But the NFL, these guys just are held to a different moral standard for some reason.
Yeah.
It's very strange. I mean, I don't know.
It's the popularity of the sport, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The sport is just so popular. It's like soccer.
I mean, what's his market value to the NFL? Is it realistically $1 billion over his career? Like, maybe. Ticket sales, beverages, merch. Is it $1 billion? Maybe. And if that's the case, is it worth throwing these ladies $10 million and they go away and we don't hear about this anymore 6 months from now? Probably. Like, they probably will, right? Somebody's going to cut a check. Or it's going to go the other way and they finally put their foot down. They're just like, no, you can't do this. But then what more comes to light, too? Like, I mean, I'm sure this isn't the only NFL dude who has done some stuff that's questionable.
That is true.
I mean, again, Jerry Jones was charged with trafficking and it went away.
Right.
Yeah.
There,
I mean, how about
there's
the Cubs player that just got caught with 21 pounds of meth? Like,
Can we please talk about
like,
that tomorrow?
I don't know that we should. Like, I'm scared of even knowing about that. I don't want to know about it because there's somebody who was supposed to get that stuff that's probably not happy. Like, if you have 21 pounds of methamphetamines, like, you're not just like the corner drug dealer. Like, no, that's not good. Like, that guy works for some very scary people.
Yeah.
Nah, I just sell baseball cards. I don't want to know. Don't tell me.
That was a crazy. It's like, well, kiss your career down the drain.
But I mean, honestly, if he's moving 21 pounds of meth per shipment, I don't know that it was really relevant. like,
Yeah.
I don't know that even at 5 mil or 10 million for a pitcher or whatever position he played, it would matter. Like, my God.
I don't know.
I don't know. Good luck that guy, though. Like, good luck that guy.
He's never seen baseball again. I'll tell you that.
I highly doubt that he sees a courtroom, but well, good luck that guy.
No, he's definitely not seeing a courtroom.
Yeah, I think he's in trouble. I would not like to be in that position. Like I said, I'll just sell baseball cards, not meth. Seems like a better decision.
I'd rather be selling flowers, or something than that.
You'd rather sell 30-minute workouts on the internet, and I'd rather sell baseball cards.
I'd rather do burpees on the side of the freeway and ask people like, "Hey, hire me as your personal trainer." I'll just keep doing burpees until someone does.
Have you ever done a burpee challenge?
No, I haven't. I'm actually not a big fan of burpees.
Why?
I mean, they're great. Like they help you burn calories and all that stuff, and like
I think most out of shape people can't do them because of the knee issue, though, right?
It's a big knee issue problem. I mean, there's that. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I love extreme cardio and stuff like that, and it's great for those purposes. I do them in my classes. I'm not gonna lie and say I don't, because all the people listening right now, they're like, this fucker makes us, excuse my language, this person makes us do burpees in our class all the time. I'm gonna hold them to that. But
I mean, I will tell you that for me, I think, especially because like I have people come to me all the time and ask like for advice when it comes to doing fitness stuff and getting started. I think up downs without the jumping are just as good.
yes,
So literally just go to the ground, go flat, extend arms, extend legs, get up, do it again. Do it again.
actually, another alternative that I like to do, and everyone knows that I love these, are the inchworms, where you just walk all the way out,
Yep.
do a push up, walk all the way back
Yep.
on up. It improves flexibility and it improves mobility. You get the strength. It is a lot of shoulders after a while.
Yep. I worry about wrist a little bit too if it's a heavier person because I do those, and I get a lot of wrist pain from it.
Yeah.
Like radial pain, especially like here. Like specifically, I'll get a lot of pain afterwards. But again, I'm holding up, 260 pounds.
Yeah.
Which is different than when I was holding up 368 pounds, but still, like, I don't think I could have done an inchworm then. Now I can do them pretty hard, but
Hey, Mike, Gio's listened to you, man. He said
Hey,
bicep curl challenge.
my God, I promise you, like, there's going to be a wager involved in this, and the wager is if I win, I get to curl his physical body. Like, literally, he's going to loop onto me, and I'm going to curl that man. Like, but, like, hold on, where's the camera? Hold on. We're going the wrong way.
Yeah.
We're going the wrong way. We're going the wrong way. Buddy, there's just no way. The guy with the Buck, like, my God, come on. Like, I have a 24-inch bicep. Stop it. Like, there's no way in the world.
I'm just gonna edit down this scene. Yeah, I'm gonna post the
Yeah.
sports card nonsense.
Buddy, like, I just, like, look, he better call in. Where's it at? Let's see. He better call in some magicians to help save him from me, because there's no way. I'm going to tell you now, there's no way. There's no way.
Oh man.
Like, next he's going to tell me he's going to outbox me. Like, stop it.
Oh no, you guys might have to throw some gloves on. I don't know.
No, he wouldn't like that either. But no, the idea that he's going to outcurl me is hilarious. Because I don't even think he works curls every day. Like, I don't believe it.
Oh man.
Like, also, like, just from the mental standpoint of someone who will literally die on a treadmill to win, there's no way that that guy's ever doing more curls in a single session than me.
You will literally pass out before you leave the treadmill.
Ask me right now how many curls I can do.
In one day or in one sitting?
Just ask the question. Just ask the question.
Okay, how many curls can you do in an hour?
One more than you.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, probably.
That's gonna be the answer. How many can Gio do? I don't care. I can do one more. Like, I'm promising you, that is the answer.
Okay.
That's how you have to. That's how you have to be, though, right?
Yeah, you hear that, Gio? He's let's get this started. When, and where?
Hey, he's the busy guy. I don't do much. I'm not an internet celebrity. See, maybe now that he's so famous, he might have someone else do the curls for him. I don't know how it works when you attain that level of notoriety. Myself, I'm still curling them myself.
Well, hey man, you're working your way to internet celebrity.
Stop. I'm just a guy that opens packs of cards on the internet.
And I think you have a good following yourself. And
yeah, people seem to like it.
Yeah, good following. You're entertaining. A lot of people like that. Very transparent.
Yeah. I took a customer to cryo the other day, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had been asking to come and check it out and didn't want to go by himself, you know. It is a little weird. Yeah, I was like, let's go.
What was his reaction?
So when you first start out, so like it's negative 170 degrees, which is still really cold. But he said he noticed like that seconds, so he could see the benefits of it.
Oh yeah.
Whereas like myself, I go to the coldest level they'll allow by law. And there's only 2 people in my entire city doing that level apparently. But like mine's like negative 204.
That's like another level. I don't know. Well, one day I'll go in there with you.
Do what?
I said one day I'll go in there with you. That's cold.
I mean, just do it. Like, what's the worst thing that can happen? You'll be cold for 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, my God, what happens if one day you fall into a cold lake and have to swim out? Wouldn't it be cool if your body was ready for it?
Yeah, I will. If I fall into a cold lake, I'll be. Why the hell am I around this cold lake? That's what I'll be thinking.
That's the whole reason. Like, I'm trying to do this hold your breath thing, man. Like, it's just something impossible. Like, if you tell someone I can hold my breath for 3 minutes, they absolutely think you're lying.
Oh no, yeah.
And I 100% cannot. Like, I cannot do it. Like, I'm trying, but I cannot do it.
It's remarkable.
But there's Navy SEALs who can do 13 minutes. 13 minutes.
Unbelievable.
3 minutes? Like, why would you not try to get there? Like, it's interesting. Like, anytime I've ever hit like a minute and a half, 145, like, it's crazy. Because your body's just like, stop it.
That's why I used to try to run as fast as I could every mile, because I used to always say, "Oh, I want to try to hit 5 minutes under." Or
what's your personal best?
For a mile?
Yeah, like what's your all-time best?
5:15. That was like 20.
That's moving.
Yeah,
that's moving.
Fast, and I was like 22 or 23. I ran my fastest marathon or half marathon 2 years ago, and that was.
What was your average mile?
Average mile was about 6 minutes and 15 seconds.
That's very strong.
That was.
Have you ever done a 100-miler?
No, there is one race I do want to work myself up to, is from California to Vegas. It's a team.
Mm-hmm.
It's a team thing, and it's like really, really hard. But I want to do that.
Do the Moab 100, man. Do the 100-miler out in Moab in the desert.
I don't.
Come on.
I don't.
Why would you not? Why would you not try it?
Because I don't know if I have that in me to do that one. I don't. there are certain things where you want to put your body through, and I don't think that's a thing I want to put my body through.
Yeah, I know a guy that did it not that long ago, and when it was done, he went to the restroom, and it was literally just like I can't even explain, like gel. Like he literally was just like Coca-Cola coming out of his body. Like it was bad.
Yeah,
Like your kidneys just get shot.
but I think because running from is it Barstow to Vegas? It's like Barstow to Vegas or something like that. And each of you are running a marathon,
Hmm.
so it's a team thing. And I
Yeah,
love team stuff like that. I think it's great. I would love to
that'd
do
be cool.
something. You're gonna be
Yeah,
my team. You're gonna be my teammate.
that's a terrible idea. That's a terrible idea. I'll carry you. Like I'll carry you, and like we can go some amount of places.
I'm gonna need someone to curl me.
Yeah, I'll throw you over my shoulder and fireman carry you for like a half mile, put you down, and be like, all right, I'm done. Yeah, I carried a massive TV the other day into my office, like a really long, like man, this 70+ pounds, and I carried it like all this distance, and I was just like, this was a terrible idea. Like I could have used a lot of help. Like, but yeah,
It's one of those things like when you were a kid, your mom's like, get the groceries out of the car. You're like, I'm doing one trip, not two.
Ben, I still do that. What are you talking about? Like I absolutely, especially because mine's all meat, so it's all heavy, right? Like they're heavy as can be because it's like 24 or 30 steaks at a time. So like I'm one tripping it, but I'm carrying in like 50 pounds of groceries.
Are you doing different steaks or are they always the same?
I mean, occasionally, most of the time it's just porterhouses.
Yeah.
That's what I like. They're easiest to grill. I feel like they give me what I need without having too much fat. Like ribeyes for me somewhat upset my stomach. Too much fat,
Yeah.
and like I like filet more than anything, but I don't get enough energy out of them. Like I have to eat like two fillets, and then I'm still hungry like 2 hours later, and a porterhouse can set me for the whole day.
Okay.
If you get a big enough porterhouse, like you can go one meal a day for sure.
That's a lot of meat.
Especially if you pound lots of water too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I got buddies who are powerlifters who do 5 pounds of meat a day.
Jesus.
Like, and they'll one meal it too. They'll one meal a 5 pounder, like 5 pounds of steak. But they're on a different level, man. Like I'm just a normal cat. Like, I have no interest in all that.
It's like Michael
My
Phelps.
stomach doesn't want to.
He's
Oh God, yeah, I saw his.
to consume like 30,000 calories a day or something.
Uh-huh.
Unbelievable, man.
I just wonder, like, as he trailed away from the sport and went to like quote unquote normal, what it's like now for him to eat like a 2,000 calorie day. Does he just feel terrible? You know what? Like at some point, your body's not going to need it because it's not burning it. But there had to be a transition.
I mean, well, you take away not only that, but you actually take away the training.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he still trains, but to the level that he was, I mean, that's
yeah. I'm sure
interesting.
he's jumping in the pool from time to time, but I bet he's not just out there trying to break PRs and stuff.
That guy is a phenomenal athlete.
When I have a bunch of brothers, but one of my younger brothers, when he was in 8th grade, he ran a 5:05 mile as an 8th grader.
Unbelievable. Wow.
And Michigan State was literally coming to his track meets because in 8th grade he could bust a 5:05,
Yeah.
and they were saying that they thought he could get to a sub 5 just with a little more, time and training.
That's fast, man.
It's really fast for an 8th grader. Like it's really fast.
Yeah, you think about
It's-
like how tall, the physical. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Well, how about this? Think about the notion of how long did it take for us to break the 7-minute mile, and then the 6-minute mile, and then the 5-minute mile. Like, what is the actual, on a long enough timeline, true capacity? Could we ever see a sub 4? Like right now, we would say no, but understand that 25 years ago they said no to a sub 6.
Yeah,
Like they scoffed at that 25 years ago. So like when we say no, there's no way it can be sub 4. Are you sure? Like, are you sure?
man, it's just I mean, I want to say no, but yeah, you're right. I mean, it was balked at even the 7 minute miles. You think about it, was not that long ago. The 7 minute mile
Yeah.
thing.
The first guy to ever, I don't know who it is, I mean, but the first person to ever break a 7 and break a 6, I mean, it was historic.
Yeah, you have to be like Forrest Gump on steroids to like
I just
now.
wonder what, like, somebody like Usain Bolt, like, what kind of mile he could do if he actually tried. I know he's great in the short distance, but I just
Yeah,
wonder, like, what's his, if he trained it, and again, he's not in his prime like he was, but could he have been like a sub 5 guy? I mean, at a minimum, his short distance is going to be crazy good speed. So he's already picking up a ton of time right there.
yeah. It's just a different kind of aerobic versus anaerobic. It's
Hmm.
just the thresholds are just different. I don't even know. I don't know if his body can handle long distance. I mean, I'm sure he
Yeah.
can do long distance, but if he actually tried to physically put out sub 5 mile, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he maybe
You just
does.
wonder. I mean, he's got to be a cardio machine, but then it becomes, is it longevity cardio or is it he's great in the short burst,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man, it's an interesting thing to think about. Um,
Well, I better jump off because I actually have a break I need to put up right now.
you got it, brother.
All,
I have a
all
client at
basket.
4. You said all basketball?
Yep, putting up all basketball, and it is all 1920 basketball, which is my favorite.
Ooh, nice. That's a lot of good cards in there.
Rookie class is strong, that's for sure.
Let's see a Jaw Auto.
Man, I'd love to see a jaw auto.
That'd be sweet. I pulled a quickly auto out of a pack.
Oh, nice. I like
Yeah.
him a lot. He's got a lot of potential, but I also think they have a lot of potential. The
Who?
Knicks have
Oh, the
the
Knicks. Yeah,
Knicks.
yeah.
Yeah, the Knicks, especially with him and RJ, could build around those two. I think it could get really interesting.
I
Um,
I do like RJ. I think he's great.
I mean, it's a big market.
Yeah,
I think it makes sense to me.
yeah. It's definitely a card I'm going to hold for a little while and get graded. I think.
Oh, for sure. Well, I mean, he's kind of in the mix too to potentially. I don't know if he gets enough minutes to be rookie of the year, but he's at least in the talks.
Yeah. I'll look over some of this and I'll take notes and we'll resume this tomorrow.
Yes,
That's
sir.
not. This will be 11 a.m. your time.
Yep, I'll be ready.
Sweet. All right, brother.
All right, man. I'll